Hey, my name is Matias Rengel, and today you're gonna be learning how to play advanced funk progression in a very simple way. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it down right below, and remember to click on the link in the description to get the tab. Let's get down to it. Alright, so we're gonna start off by playing this at a very slow speed. So these are very complicated. This is not a very simple progression, but so it's a little bit more advanced. I am moving my hand a lot. I'm changing. I'm doing a lot of techniques like legato, hammer on. Many of them I'm muting strings and stuff. So how do we make this simpler? How can we be able to bring this to a very, very basic structure? So let me show you. Let's start from the root of this. What is the chord progression that I'm using? That's the first thing that we gotta see. So in this case, I'm using a B minor, then I'm going into a G, then I'm going into an A, and then I'm going into a F sharp minor. Just simple as that. Now, of course, I am not playing the simple chords that I just showed you. I'm actually changing them a little bit. So, what I'm doing is I am grabbing the B minor, and that's my starting point right there, and I am going to play it in the 7th fret. So, 7th fret of the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string, just like that. Then I go. I'm going to explain the rhythm a little bit later, but then I go into this one, which is a G major. For this one, it's just the same as the D major right here, right? And then you move this structure up 5 fret, and then you get that. But it's literally the same. So I mean, right? So right now, the thing is that sometimes I like to play this with my index like this and like this. Sometimes I like to play like this. It just depends on the situation. And then I'm going into A major. This is basically this. If you don't know this one, you're supposed to play the middle finger on the 6th fret, and with your index you're going to be playing the 5th fret of the 2nd and 1st string. Now this one you probably haven't seen before, but this one is an inversion of F sharp minor. So for this one I'm playing 9th fret of the 3rd string, 7th fret of the 2nd, and 9th fret of the 1st string. So that's the first part. Now that's the key here. You know what I'm doing is I am starting right here on the 7th fret, and I'm trying to move as less as possible. There are many options, but these are the ones that I'm choosing because I like the way they sound. But that's a good starting point in terms of chord progression. Just don't move a lot. See, because if I was to play this in a normal way, I would be like, right? And then maybe like, but it doesn't sound as smooth. Much better. Now for the second part, I'm playing this one again. This one, and then I move into another inversion of a E minor. This one you probably know, it's just this, but here. And then I go back to this one, and now I go into another F minor. See, right there on the second fret. And then I play the pinky, and then I go back to the one that I had before. But except that this time I move the pinky up to the 10th fret and then bring it back to the 9th fret. So again. Right. Now, in terms of the rhythm, what I'm doing is like, it's a little bit of a ska thing that I'm introducing into this. So for those of you who are not familiar with this, with ska, you go down, you strum down, and the chord is muted, and then you strum up with the chord sounding. So I'm going like, I'm going down, slide in, up, and then I start doing the ska thing. So I go down, down, right there, I play 3 times, muted. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? And then I start the ska thing, and then I repeat that. Now right here, I'm simply doing this rhythm that is like dun, 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 and I'm hitting down all the time. So for this slide, I am actually just sliding up the index finger. Now, what I want you to know here is that you should be able to play different inversions of a chord, and that way you're going to be able to make a simple progression more advanced. See, in this case, I am just playing with all the inversions of the same chord. Here. So, I would say that for now, grab any progression that you want, any funk it doesn't have to be funk, and experiment with the different inversions. So for those of you who are not familiar with inversions, let's grab a G major. A G major, if you see the notes that you're playing G, B, A, and then G, B, D, and then it starts repeating G, B, D, G, D, G, right? So clearly G, B, D are the notes that form G major. So I could play here, I could find another G, for example this one, another B, this one, another D, this one. But I could invert that. I could also play, instead of G, B, D, I could play D, D, G, B, right? So I could go D, G, B. So there you go, another inversion. So experiment with all that throughout the fret and come up with your own progressions and try to expand the basic progressions that you already know. And there you have it. I hope you're able to grab simple progressions now and turn them into more advanced and complex rhythms. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it down right below, and remember to click on the link in the description to get the tab. Also, don't forget to subscribe for daily guitar videos. Hey, where are you going? I got more videos right here, and please click on this button because you should definitely subscribe to our channels for daily guitar lessons.